Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back. We are back with another beer video. Happy New Year's, guys. Hope you've all been doing very well. We've had an interesting, to say the least, 2020. I did a bunch of cool beer videos though over the past, I would say, month and a half. Actually, probably just about a month. I think I started them right as around the time that No, I was still working when I started. I was still working when I started them, I think. Anyway, I wanted to do a beer tasting today. Just I haven't done one in a while, and I was out at the grocery store, and luckily grocery stores sell beer and wine now, no liquor, but they do sell beer and wine now. So I figured I would grab one. Just picked a random one. Didn't think too much of it. But yeah, guys, tell me first before I get started, and I'll remind you again. Please tell me what you have been drinking. Tell me what you've been enjoying, and maybe I'll go look for it next time. I actually did get a couple recommendations in the last couple videos I posted, so I might go out and search for some of those. I know that I had a really good recommendation of when I did Delirium Tremens. When I did their beer, I had a friend that recommended me another one of their brews, so I might go try one of those, as well as another Trappiste beer that I got a good recommendation on. So I might go search out those, I think, next time I run over to the LCBO. But let's talk about what I got today. We got Everything's Peachy Cream Ale by Old Tomorrow. I don't know anything about this beer. I do like peaches a lot, though. The delicious fruit, and I guess like in terms of how long a beer might take to ferment, although I guess it's an ale, so they do ferment a lot faster. But peaches are definitely in season in the summer, but beer keeps for a while anyway. So, and you can basically get anything anytime anyway. But I picked it. I love peaches. I like a nice cream ale. Can be very delicious. So I figured I'd give this a shot. I'm going to start also posting these things onto Untapped. If you guys do not have Untapped, I do recommend you check out that app. It's a really cool social network for beer drinkers. Basically, you post and review beer you drink when you drink it, whether you're at home, at a restaurant, you snap a picture of it, talk about the flavors and stuff. It can be pretty exciting, and it's a lot of fun to connect and to find other beers with. So without too much delay, let's go. Ooh. Alrighty. Is it going to fit all in here? Unlikely. All right. Wow. Okay. So I just like, that's a lot of peaches. I can smell the peaches like right away. It's very fun. Color is nice and golden. Like soft orange, kind of like you would think of a peach juice. If you like, something that's very nostalgic about peach juice. I don't know what it is. I feel like there was only a couple, like you'd get like those, like, you know, maybe it was in like school cafeterias. I can't remember where it is, but like a couple, you'd only get peach juice in a couple specific places for some reason. I didn't have it a lot as a kid. I remember like when I went to daycare, like years and years and years ago, I think my mom would drop us off at the daycare that the mall had a couple times when she'd go shopping, and they gave peach juice out as a snack, and they had Super Mario World on the TV and stuff to play. I never got to play it, but all the kids were always hopping on it. But I remember that was really cool, and I remember they always had peach juice with the cookies. I don't know why I remember that. I was like probably 4, maybe 6. I don't know. Anyway, let's talk about the nose. Peaches. It's peaches. Actually, peaches and maybe honey. Like it smells very sweet. It smells not like stevia. It smells like there's like it's like a peachy honey, like very very intense sweetness. But it's something else. I don't know. Like, what is that? It's not just peaches. It smells almost like candy, like literally fuzzy peaches or something else. I don't know. Well, let's try it. That does not taste like it smells. It's interesting. Okay. Huh. It's a little tart. So it smells sweet. There is not sweetness there at all. It's actually quite bitter. You do get a flavor of like soft peach in there. Like the peach is very pronounced, but it's not like, it doesn't really evoke the sweetness and the juiciness of a peach. And I can tell you that this probably doesn't taste exactly like you'd expect it to. When you go in for the nose, it's pretty nice to smell. It smells very fragrant. It smells almost perfumey. it's very interesting. The nose is super, like, it's very sweet, like almost aggressively so. But then when I have a sip of the beer, it's pale, bitter. It is creamy. The texture is very creamy. This is not a hoppy beer. I saw someone reviewed on Untappd mentioning it. They found it very hoppy. I'm going to disagree. I mean, it's bitter, but it doesn't have, like, it's not, like, hoppy bitter. It's not like IPA bitter. Peach. Maybe mild apricot note in there. I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest. This is not one of my favorite beers I've had. I do not care for this. I would probably never buy this again. It's not like, I mean, I've certainly had worse beers, but when I think about a peach beer, I feel like with a cream ale, you probably could have gone for something a lot sweeter, or at least like kind of sweet. I would have tried to tone down the bitterness and made like, I don't know, like, I mean, obviously it's not a meat, so I can't say make a peach meat, but this smells like it would be like, it smells almost like a peach meat. This nose is bizarre. Like, the more I smell it, the more I'm not even, like, it's very sweet, but it smells like, what the? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what it reminds me of, but it smells like candy, almost a little fake. Like, it's like peach, but there's like, it's almost like a weird, like, fake candy, like almost like rockets or something like that, but not like in the fun way. Rockets are delicious, so they were when I was a kid. I wish I could nail that down better, but it's like you smell something that's kind of strange, but you're like, what is that? And you're like, kind of like, I don't know. It's just a little bit mild. For what I'd expect from a cream ale, it doesn't. It feels a little flat. There's not a nice, not a pleasant bite there. But I feel like for a cream peach ale, you'd want, I think a pleasant bitterness, a good amount of carbonation. I guess with a cream ale, you don't really get that. But I feel like I was going to get more peach. I was expecting a little bit more of a peachy flavor. And I think with peaches, I think a nice sour could be really good. I think when you get that fermentation, you get that tartness. I think you could probably really evoke fuzzy peaches, which I think are a lot of people's favorite candies. They're really nice, really tasty. Fresh peach aromas give way to a citrusy peach tartness, followed by a smooth, silky finish that begs for more. I'm going to beg to disagree. I will finish my beer, but I will probably not recommend this one. I know I've been pretty kind to most of the beers I've reviewed, but truth be told, I've liked a lot of the beers. Like, I had a buddy who mentioned he wasn't a big fan of the Cowbell beers they had, but I still found the Cowbell, while not necessarily the most challenging, they were fairly palatable and very welcoming and very easy to drink beers. Sometimes, challenging beers might not always be the easiest to drink, but they can be delicious. They just require you to think a little bit more about them and go into them. Maybe you guys disagree. Maybe you guys have had this and really enjoyed it, but I personally don't see a lot here that I'd like to go back to. But the wonderful thing about the world of beer is, and anything that you can taste, this applies to wine, this applies to bourbons, this applies to food in general, is that palates are different, and the level of complexity and the different flavor profiles and stuff that you enjoy is all relative to you. I think the goal of anyone who is trying to taste stuff as a hobby or whatever, is that you try to diversify your palate to the same amount. It's the same way that someone who listens to a lot of music has to develop a palate for many, many genres of music. If you only listen to electronic or just metal and stuff, your palate becomes very diluted and you become less able to discern quality in other genres and stuff like that. In the same way, if all you drink is lagers and beer, you might not be able to discern the quality and the depth of a good stout or of a good cream ale or of a good IPA and stuff. So while I'm obviously still learning and still trying to get in here, I will continue drinking this. I'm just going to finish my beer unless something outright disgusts me. I think there's been one beer, and I can't remember what it was. I had one time, and I was like, I will not drink this. It tasted awful. Years and years and years ago, out at a bar with friends. I can't remember what it was. Some local shit. Anyway, guys, as always, it has been a pleasure reviewing beers for you guys. We did, as a reminder, Everything's Peachy Cream Ale by Old Tomorrow, which I was unfortunately not a big fan of. But as I said earlier, please tell me what you guys are drinking. Recommend me something for next time. I would greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, fantastic weekend, Happy New Year's, and I will see you guys next time. Cheers. Be well.